Okay, that is about the products. So now we come to study about a process of business very quickly. Now. When you choose the company to do network marketing, you need to consider 4 things. First, who is your company? Now we have Unilever, which 130 years history, and will have, it's also a legend and also have a very bright future. And then second is the system. Do they have like trainings for you? Do they have tools, business tools, products, good products for you? And the third one is the upline. You mean you have coach? You have the coach that can, give you some advice and can be your consultants. Which in Malaysia you got CY and you got Lin and you got me online. You got me online. And then the last part is that you. You is the last jigsaw to be success. With all of these good components, but without you, no success happen. Okay? So we will understand first because a lot of people tends to hate MLM. Correct? Anybody here used to hate direct sale or MLM before? Okay? You too, right? I think 100% of people, most of them really hates MLM. Me, I used to sponsor one person in KL. When I walk in and they know that I am from MLM, they think I am like a disgusting animal or something. 1 hour, talk to them, he's like closing his eye, closing his ear. But I understand because what? Because he's been joining in one. He used to be very successful in MLM before. In one company, I don't know which company. He's the highest ranking of that company, earned like 90,000 per month. And then, without any notice, they closed the company. And they stopped paying him. So he go back to be a salesman in the age of 50. So this is because of what? Because you don't have the right company to join. So this is very important. Okay, so when you go out sponsor, sometimes you will see somebody fully reject you. No, I don't want to hear anything about your except you go back home, shut the door, shut the eyes, shut the ear, shut everything out from us, right? But the thing is that we need to understand them. Sometimes they just met somebody from this type of person. Okay, first, these are the main reason of those who are not successful in MLM. First is that they have no knowledge. This business is very crucial, important that you have to come to the training. So could you please clap your hand for yourself that you have yourself to come to me. You have done the very crucial, important things in the MLM already. So somebody, they don't care at all. The first question they will ask, I want to be success like you, but can I just skip all the training? I don't want to come for training. Oh, it's boring. So to me, if I was sponsoring them, I would tell that you can skip all the training, but you will earn not more than 1,000 ringgit. Is that okay for you? If you skip the training and then you satisfied with 1,000 ringgit per month, that is okay. But if you earn like 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, you need to come for better knowledge. You need to come for the event, for every event. You need to come. Second, because they have no actions. Some of the people that know everything. I know this, know that already. This I know. I already joined this and that. Or this camp I already go. This event I already go. This course I already joined. Joined for many times. But the thing is, they never sponsor anyone. So how come they can have an organization, right? So if they not sponsor anyone, there is no action. Or somebody, they sponsor somebody. Also sponsor someone too. But only like 3 months, 6 months. And then tell us, oh no, you stop doing this. It's wasting your time. I already tried for a long time. And I'm not successful. And you ask them back now, how long did they join that company? The answer will less than 1 year. And you see, actually when you're doing the business, another business, 1 year, is that enough to get the profit? not enough. You cannot even pay the debt sometimes. So you're doing Unilever network as a business. So you need to give them sometimes like 1 to 3 years, and then you measure your performance. Not like there is one of my downline says that no, I will do this I'm a hardworking person. I will do this 3 months, and then I will see the result. I said if you want to see the result in 2 months, I think you better stop it now. So you won't waste your time. But if you want to be successful in this business, I suggest you to have 1 year with us. Hardworking, 1 year, and then you see the result. And after explaining this, then she understands. And then I compare for her, because she is the owner of 7-Eleven. Then I compare to her, if you open a 7-Eleven, can you open only just 3 or 6 months or 1 year? Cannot. So why the Unilever, whenever you're measuring only 3 months or 6 months? You need to measure it like 1, 2, 3 years. This is the business. This is not a part-time job, right? Correct? And then this is about those people who have no actions. Number 3, they're joining the wrong company. This will be the biggest group that you will meet. The people that you will meet, most of them are in this group. They have a knowledge, they do some actions, but they're joining the wrong company. Some company open and then 6 months and close. Some company open 5 years and close. Some company open 10 years and close. So, but now with the Unilever, you can be sure about the security, right? Because the security with them, because they have very long history, they have run their business very sustainable. And then, how do you know this is the right company or wrong company? First, you consider their products. Their products needs to help the products concept, which we're talking at the first slide. Do you remember the first slide? The product concept needs to run, repeat, user, and needs. Okay? So if the product is not running, that is not the right company to join. To sharing with you, this is to have to cut off from the video. The Monavi, actually they have a very good products, correct? But the thing is, they have only the healthy drinks. The healthy drinks sometimes people consume, and then when they get better, sometimes somebody they stop. But like Unilever network, if they stop that, but they're still using the daily use products like this, they can switching this and that, so it's long lasting. This called a really passive income. So some of them, stop the business because of the products. They don't have enough categories. So the product should have like enough categories, like daily use, consumer products, health products, beauty products. They need to have like many categories enough. And some is non-sustainable and non-natural marketing plan. I didn't say that another plan is not good, but the thing is, you heard of some plan that, for example, binary, they will force you to have only 2 legs. Anything in this world which is not natural from the first place tends to collapse very easily. You see, for example, if the trees cannot grow from growing from the seeds, from the roots, there sometimes tends to be a very easy dying trees, right? Also the business, how you build the business. Some of the marketing plan pay you very fast, but if you consider it's not sustainable enough, then I will ask you not to join, or warn your friends not to join. If you join, you have to, aware that they might close very soon. Okay? I'll go briefly now, because I will not go too deep for today. And to be fast success in our business is to be SBA as fast as possible. Most of you here are already SBA. Why SBA? Not yet, This month. You can do it. Coming soon by the end of this year. Okay, so why SBA? Because SBA is maximize the profit. If you study the marketing plan, you got only 8% if you're not SBA. But if you are SBA, you're doing the 1000 PGV, you got 80%. You get the maximum profit. And then the easiest title you can achieve. So if you can achieve the easiest one, another one is only very easy. It's only to develop others to be an SBA. This is how to be successful. This is how to be AEBA, TBA, REBA. It's only know how to develop your downline to be an SBA. And then the last one, if you can be SBA as fast as possible, then that is your success story. You can share to your friend, okay? And before you inviting someone to the business, you need to have the name list. Do you have the name list? Not yet, no? I will recommend you all to have this set. Okay? Because if we don't have the proper book to write down all the list, we will lose it. In the tissue paper, in the paper, and then we lost all the numbers, all the names, right? So list all your names, all the people that you know in the workbook one. So you keep all the names together. Don't put it on here I have my phone. Yeah, all the names is in here. It's not good because you cannot remark on what you already talked to them or what you already, invite them or not. You cannot, put any remarks on your phone. So you put it here, okay? The workbook one. And after you have a name listing, what you should have is that before you're inviting somebody, you need to understand this power up 5 times. When you're inviting somebody, try to sponsor them into the business first. Because what? Because when you sponsor them into the business, they tend to understand that you are bringing them to earn some money. Okay? So they will think that you're giving them something. But when you go with the products, so for example, if I come to you with this, hello, today I have something to share for you. You're thinking you're losing some money. Okay. I will sell you something, right? So it's a different feeling. If you share the business first, and then you share the products, and then if they don't join the business, they will buy your products. But sometimes it's even harder if you go for the products. They may buy, but after that, they will imagine that if they want to do the business, they have to carry all the things around to sell. I might not be suitable for this business. So it will be quite hard to convincing them again to join the business. But if you already did something else, it's okay. It doesn't wrong. But if it's possible, then you try to sponsor them a business first and then the products. If they say no to the business, at least they are your customer, right? After that, after you sponsor products, some will still say no, correct? If some say no, you ask them to introduce somebody or a name for you. So it's been extending your name list. Okay, so today if you don't want to join, do you have anybody that they have like health problems or skin problems, they want to really take care of that? Or do you know anybody that want to start some new business in this, kind of economics? They'll give you some names. Or if they don't give you any names, at least you book, reserve these people for you. You just telling them, okay, it's okay that if you didn't join today. If you are not willing to join or buy anything today, it's okay. We are friends. But just keep in mind that I will do Unilever Network. So if you think of any products of us or anybody or any of your friends think about our business, please tell me. I will be here. I will be on your help, something like this. Okay? So they will think of your name and they will call you. They might sponsor somebody for you. Okay? And if they still don't want anything and don't feel any interested in you and your business, you remember, keep in your mind that you have developed yourself 1% already. So it means that if you sponsor every day, It means that 1 year you already developed 365% already. Next year, you are totally a new person. So I'm now 11 years. I already been, something like 3,000 times different from the person I were. Actually, I used to be a very, unconfident person, very shy. Cannot see now. I cannot see. Very shy before, and with a lot of pimples and acne on my face.
Your photo.
The photo, right? Later is in this computer. Very scary one. Very scary one. You should put it on some, walls here, and then they can see the before after. Okay. So actually, I normally do a workshop, but because it's too late, we will skip the workshops. So after that, you already have the.
List.
We'll go through this very fast. The name list, before you inviting someone, you need to do a name list. And you should have 40 to 100 name lists before you inviting people. Why?
40
Yes.
to 100 is 1 month or
Actually, for the first set of name list, first step. And after you are starting to inviting someone, for example, 3 say no, then you find some new 3 lists into your name list, adding your name list every day. Because what? Because when we join the business, we tend to be like this. We tend to go for the person that we think they will do the business or they will buy our products. The best name, you go for the best name. And sometimes, most of them, they say no. And if you go for this one, you have a very big hope with them. And then when they say no, you will feel like you heartbroken. And then you will feel that you are not suitable with this business anymore. This is not a business for me. But actually, you cannot know who will be your leaders, who will join this business. Because there is no one hanging the sign in front of themselves, said, I want a business, I want a best skin, I want a best health. There is no sign. You need to ask, invite everyone. You need to sponsor every single one. Because if you forgot someone, or if you're judging someone that they are not suitable for this business, they might lose the best opportunity of their life. Who knows? Because just like me, I've been inviting by nothing. Actually, just riding in the upline. I'm in the upline cars, and then she go to buy products, and then I go with her. She didn't say anything, but I saw the Unilever logo, and then I joined. And now my life changed a lot. Without that sponsoring day of my upline, I will not have today. So your decision of inviting and sponsoring someone is very important, not for you, but very important for them. So the attitudes of listing is that giving attitude. If you think you will sell this product to whom, it's about getting attitude. You think you are getting something from somebody. But if you think, oh, Margaret is very good, I think of this friend, I will share this to them. If they are happy, they buy. So this is a giving attitude. It's almost the same, but it's not the same. Different, a bit different. So giving attitudes will make you driven you to the success. Okay? How to list? Write down everyone without judging. Okay? And then the inviting. When you have the name list, then you invite them. The inviting and the sponsoring is totally the different things. Okay? Sponsoring is about, okay, today I have something to share with you. If you already use the consuming product, blah, 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 4%, dive down 12 levels, marketing plan, this and that, the product is very good, blah, blah, blah. This is about sponsoring. The inviting is about, do you have time tomorrow? Afterwards? You have? I have something very important to talk to you. 1 hour. Can we meet up at some restaurant? You can, right? This is the inviting. Most of the people who join MLM, they mix up this. So when they mix up, they screw up. For example, I asking you to, I want to sponsor you. Hey, Nina, I have something to tell you. I said, what is it? Very good product. Really, very good product. What is the product? Oh, I got shampoo, I got skincare, I got hair products, so many. Not expensive. Very good product. Really? And do you have to sell it? Oh no, I have to sell it. You know, when I saw my upline, I love that. Blah 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 blah. Get this.
See you next month.
Okay, next month, huh?
Yeah.
But this month you will show me something, right?
Sure.
Ah,
To-
a very powerful leader, nah. See you next month.
Yeah.
And we can keep contact on online.
Yeah,
nah.
next month you got to save one day for me. I already told Siwan.
Really?
Yeah.
One day, huh?
One day.
Okay, one day for you. Okay. I have to serve for you now. Okay. Inviting, okay? So sometimes they mix up. They're not inviting, they are trying to sponsoring. So if they do this, they will screw up. So people, if they don't have enough time to sit down and talk with you, they are not open their ears yet. So when they're not open their ears, they were trying to mix up what we have said to them with their own experience.
You mean face to face, not calling?
Calling is okay, but you have to make sure that they have enough time to talk with you. But better face to face, because you can show the marketing plan and test the product, they want the products. So that is better. Face to face is better. Okay, so inviting is asking somebody to meet you only. When they meet you and then you keep telling them all the details about your Unilever network. Even me, I am IEVA, right? But IEVA is a meaning that we know, but outside world didn't know, right? I used to sponsor one person, which I'm very confident because I'm very successful here, right? I think, oh, I can tell them, I'm very successful, everything I can answer. So I will tell them. Then she asked me, and what is that? What is the business that you're talking about? You're asking me to join. I'm doing the network marketing. And then, after that, she never picked up my phone again. Because you have reviewed something already. The concept of inviting, you have to keep them, curious, exciting, want to know what is this and that. And you answer them, tell them everything when you meet them. So after that, I realized that the success here cannot, this is the truth of the world. Even I'm an IEBA, I still have to follow this concept. Okay. So next time, when I ask inviting someone, I will keep the words of network, direct sale, whatever, secretly. I will say, you have a good personality. I'm now expanding the peanut market in the new market. The only word that you can say to your prospect is Unilever. Unilever. But not that Unilever and a network, with the Unilever.
I have a question is, most of my friends already know
Yes.
that I'm full-time or part-time on this business.
Mhm.
So they know that if I invite them, their
Yeah.
perception is,
Already
you will
know.
invite me to this business. So how
That is another case. For the beginners,
okay.
most of your friends doesn't
Don't
know.
know.
But that is for the leaders case. Like me, the world know, not only my friend, the world know. But there's still somebody that don't know me. If any person that they don't know me, that I doing the direct sale, I will keep it secretly. Not because I'm not proud of my career, but because it's to giving the right opportunity to them. If the day that I ride the car with my upline to Unilever, if she said, I'm going to buy some direct sale products, what did I do?
You go by bus.
I will jump off the car.
Yeah.
See? But because of she keep it secretly, so today I found a very big opportunity of my life. So doing the right things to them is to giving them the right opportunity. Not about lying them. It's the different thing if we understand, okay? And then it's a law of average. Not all of them will come. So some say yes, some say no. Don't worry about that. If you meet no's, it's normal. Nah, don't worry about no's. You meet a lot of no's and you go yes, you go for yes. If you meet no's and you have no yes. No, then yes, no, then yes. It's become like this. No, then yes. But no without learning, it will be forever no. Okay? So no, and then yes. This is normal for our business. Today say no, tomorrow say yes. So remember this phrase, very powerful one. Okay, so this one, when you meet somebody, you just like categorize them first. If you are close to them, you can inviting them. If you are not close to them, then you prospecting first. It's kind of, it's checking form first. You checking form. Form is mean F for family, O for occupation, R for recreation. What is their day off? What did they do when they have holidays? M is for another message that they are, like for example, my friends, one of my friends really hate the network marketing. This is another message too. A message which very, very good for you when you sponsor. Okay, you check form first. But and so when after you check form, you know a bit about them, then you know how to invite them to come. You know how to sponsor, and then you inviting them. But those, if for example us, we are just know each other. We need to get closer first, and then after we get closer, we move to this circle. After we get closer, then I check your form. After I check your form, I get closer to you. I invite you to meet up. Okay. Why somebody really hates the MLM person? Do you curious? Because sometimes they just met and they try to get closer too fast and inviting them and sponsor them. For example, I haven't met Lynn for 10 years, for example. Oh, Lynn, I miss you so much. Why don't you have some dinner? And then after she come to the dinner and I sit down, I bring up my books and say, Lynn, today I share something today. This one, this and that, And do you think people will hate us? They will hate us if we do this, right? But if we do it, just remember failing forward. If we do it, we used to fail, but please failing forward. Failing forward is better than standing still. Okay? So if you have done it wrong, it's okay. Now you know how to do it correctly, right? Okay, so just move them like this. And then, I think I will skip this because we have run out of time. But I will go through this, the objections for you. Because this, you will meet a lot of objections. Okay, first about the objections. The good news is when you meet the objections, it means that they are interested in your products and your business. So they have some concern and they have some questions. Objections is also can be a questions. A question is based on facts. It can be a concern. A concern like too expensive. Actually, too expensive is about the facts. My house is very far. My kids is too small. I don't have time. This is a concern. Okay. I don't know much people. I don't know how to talk. I don't like selling. This is the objections. If we can, make them feel more comfortable and show them the procedure to go through all of these obstacles, they will not worry at all, and they will have no more objections. So if they ask about something, they have some objection, it means that they are interested in what you say. They are listening to what you say. Because to my experience, most of the people that agree with you on everything, yes, oh, very good product, yes, I know Avion's very good product, oh, not very expensive. At the end of the conversation, they tend to be like this, thank you, next time I will come, I will buy, don't worry, thank you, bye. And then they will never pick up the phone again. But I found out that some serious people, someone, they come like this and ask this and that and this and that. If we can answer the questions and the objections, sometimes these types of people turns to be your very powerful leaders because they just test or they just ask you if you can answer all their worries. And if you can answer their worries, so they are confident to join you as a partner. Correct? Right? So it's very easy to deal with the objections. Okay? Just be prepared. First, be prepared by having enough knowledge to answer them. Okay? For example, you have enough knowledge on products, on the market class, on the people class like this. You come to the training, you have enough educated knowledge that you can answer some, products objections. But with the business objections, most of them are concerns only. So we use this concept to answer the objections. We call it feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found is the pattern to answer the objections. First, for example, here said, okay, my house is very far. Far maybe only 2 kilometers from here. Far. So I will use this phrase. Okay, I know. I feel that before. I know what you feel. First, I know what you feel. I know you are tired already. You don't want to drive, right? I know what you feel. I felt that before too. Be their son. Be their son. Be their friends. Understand them. Felt. I know. I understand. I used to feel like that before. I working. Very hard. But I found, for example, to me now, I found myself one day. I imagine myself. I don't want to work hard anymore. I want to wake up late, I want to have every day as a Saturday and Sunday. So I think, so that time I opened my mind to open my ear and listen to this business because they said it can give you a passive income. So I understand. But because of this, that's why I come to you today. So you share your story by this pattern of feel, felt, and found. You can answer all of the objections and the questions in the world. But it doesn't guarantee that they will join us. But at least they will become your good friend. They will feel good about you, but they will feel good about you. They will feel good about business and the products. That's all. For example, the most popular objections is what? No time and expensive. This is the most popular one. This is the product side and that is the business side. Right. I answer this one first. The expensive. Actually, after you have studied for all of the products of us, do you think it's still expensive? Not a bit, not anymore. Because you know the quality already. So the thing is when they say it's expensive, I know what you feel. It's not that cheap, I know. But I felt that before, For example, me, my income when I was employee is only 1,200. So, I buy only a sunscreen, I almost bankrupt already. See? This is, I know what you feel. I felt that before because I earn only 1,200. I buy sunscreen, I almost go bankrupt. But I found that the product itself is not only give you a more superior quality, but also it's a new hope of my life. Because I'm not asking you to only buy a product, but I'm asking you to have a new, better living with this product. If you love it, if you found that it's a good quality product, so you think it's have a market, right? So if it have a market, so it means that they can create you some income. So that's why I come to you today. And then I will start sponsoring them the business. And sometimes you'll see they change their eyes, blinking in eye. Or in the product itself, you can explain to them, yes, I know it's not a cheap product. But because of what? Because I know you have a concern. And most of the products that they use, may I ask to you, the product you use, have anyone asked you that you have changing face? Most of them will say, no, I use it, I know it's good, but it didn't change me. But these products, what about if you pay a bit more, you get more quality, it's very safe products from Unilever. And then you tell them the profit, the benefits of the products, and then tell them why it has to be this price. Because the quality is compared, for example, skincare, compared to the counter brands. It's compared to the mass brand. So it's totally the different things. It's like you compare the Mercedes-Benz with the Chery from China. You know Chery car, right? A very cheap car. You compare like this. It's also it's a car. This is a car. This is a car. But you know how the different, right? And do you think the people willing to pay for the Mercedes? Sometimes if they can afford, they are willing to pay more expensive because they know more quality they will get. So this is the same thing to Avions or Marquee Plus. You get more effective. You can use it more long lasting. And you get more quality. Besides, moreover, you also got a business opportunity in the products. If you use it good, then come later talk about the business. Okay. For example, this is the answer for the products, the expensive one. And after that, don't let them say anything. You don't want the product. Okay. To see the quality, let them see the quality, the changing. Okay. And they will change their mind. They will, accept your products better. You feel better. Okay. About no time, the most popular objections. No times, everybody has no time. I know what you feel because everybody has no time. Nowadays, the world is changing now. Everybody is very tight. Very tight. The schedule, the time is very tight. But I know what you feel. I felt that before. I work, sometimes 7 days a week. If I have, works outstation, I have to work outstation for my company. But because I found out, because this business, you are doing business in the first 2 or 3 years, you may have to use more time. You may have less time with your family, yes. But if you finish it very fast, then the rest of your life, you can design your own lifestyle. That means you may use more time. You bring your time in the future to use it now. After you finish building your organization, you already got a passive income. Then later, you enjoy your life. You enjoy your time with your family. So this is what I found. So that's why I joined. This is the first answer. The second answer, sometimes I answer like this. I know it uses time. I know that you are very busy. But if you think that Unilever Network is an answer for your lifestyle in the future, what I would recommend to you is that we didn't use that much time from your life. We use only like 1 or 2 hours per day. Only. Okay, maybe sometimes we have like an event, then we may use like 2 whole days per 1 month. But it's not using, whole life to do this. Only like 1 or 2 hours per day. So I believe 1 or 2 hours. If you go back home, sometimes do you have a time on the sofa and watching television, wasting time? If yes, I will ask you, I will kindly ask you to manage that time to build your future. You use only like 1 and 2 hours. Go out, sponsor somebody each day. That's all. 2 or 3 years only. And then you get all of your time back. This is the answer. Okay, so that's all. Most of them, they think they will tell you no time because of what? Because they don't want to come to the meeting. So they try to say that. So the answer, another answer, if they don't want to come to the meeting, the answer is in your hands already. This paper, this one. Let's say it can call the system paper, but actually we just tell them the 3, 4, 5. The 3, 4, 5. This one is very good. After you sponsor somebody, most of the people they want to have better living, right? If you sponsor somebody, tell them that you get more earnings, you get more income, you get better lifestyle. Most of them are likely to interesting and want to join. But some of them will concern. They might not suitable for this business, or they are, they don't know much people. They are not talkative. They are afraid of people. They don't have much friends. They are afraid of many things. So after we explaining this paper to them, they will understand that by these steps, anybody in this world can achieve in Unilever Network. And anybody, no matter how rich, how poor, how beautiful they are, how handsome, how no time, busy, anything, housewife, engineer, doctor, anyone, if they follow the steps, they all can be very successful. What is that? What are these steps? We call it 3, 4, 5. Very easy, huh? 3 is 3 starts. Start with 3 things. First, use 100% of products. Second, learning from the meeting. And then the last one, sponsoring people. Please don't switching them. You cannot do it this way. You have to do it this way only. By this step only. First, begin with using product. And then, learning from meeting. And then, sponsoring someone. You imagine if you're sponsoring someone without using any products and without any knowledge, then, disaster will happen. See? Because if you recommend the mercury and then they have some healing effects and you don't know what is the healing effects, and then you will panic, and then you will shock, and then you will stop. You think you're not suitable for this business anymore. You will not be successful. But if you follow by this step, you use it first, experience by yourself. You know how to explain, and you explain it. 80 or 90% you will be successful in each case. And then after that is 4 no's. Learning here, learning what? Learning to know the 4 no's. First is you can be able to talk about company and products. Second is marketing plan. And then the objections. And then the 4th is that you are able to sharing this business or products to somebody else. You know the skills, put all the skills together. So this have a linkage. The middle one is linkage with the 4 no's. Okay? And the sponsoring is linkage to the 5 actions. Sponsor until you have 6 active legs. And how can you have a 6 active legs? This is the sponsoring process. Okay? First, you need to have your own goal first. What are you doing Unilever Network for? Okay? And then you list the name out. Just as we learned today. You list all the name out and then you invite. And then you sponsor them. Sponsor by what? This is the topic that we are going to tell them why we're sponsoring them. Okay? And then the last one, following them up. Follow up them. Follow up them is that after you share the product of business, it doesn't mean that they have to make a decision that day. So some people, they need time to make a decision. So you keep following them. Follow up. Please come to hear this and that more and more. So they have some more information to make a decision. And after you follow up, you will see that some people will still say no. No, I'm not ready. I don't want to do this business. It's okay. And you'll see someone that will become your user. They will become your loyal customer. And then you also found someone that become an active leaders or active VAs. So you just told them and teach them to repeat all of this step again. That's all. Very easy. Huh? So if you can responsible for yourself for this paper, to follow these paper steps, you can be successful already. And then how can you repeating all these steps? By the success cycle at the back of the paper. What we had to do each month is that we got a daily work. Daily work is about sponsoring people. Daily work is mean that if we doing the Unilever Network, it means that we opening a shop. If we are owner of the shop, we don't do this, right? Open 2 days and then today close 3 days, and then open another 2 days and then close for 7 days. We're not doing that, right? If the restaurant doing that, they will have no more business. But when we're doing unilever network, sometimes we open and close, open and close, open and close all the time. Today we have mood, we do. Tomorrow we don't have mood, we don't do it. Sometimes we don't feel we're suitable for this business, so we stop for a while and then we come back again. So doing like this and never successful. So daily is mean keep talking to somebody about this business or product every day. Every day. It doesn't mean that you have to be successful on closing the case, but it means that you have to keep talking to somebody. Okay? After that, when you sponsor, let's say I sponsor you all, 5 people altogether here, and then how to develop them to be a leaders. Then you try to call them and follow them and tell them to come to the meeting. Because if you only do a daily works, but you don't bring your team to the center, what will happen is that you cannot expanding your business greater, or you cannot expanding it. And after that, weekly is mainly about the skill, like what we do now, the skill, right? And then after that, we bring all the weekly people, those who come to the weekly, and all the new people that come in the monthly events, which next month we will set up on 10 and 11. It's a recruiting event, so yes, talking about business and products and also the inspiration. So, because knowledge has no power, the inspiration has power, belief has power. So by the weekly, you got only skill, but by the monthly events, you got inspiration. So you got somebody have skill and have a power to go out to do the belief, the very strong belief to do. So you're repeating this cycle, and somebody comes out from the events, this event, and then you're getting excited, right? They're like, oh, take me, I want to bring you to sponsor this and that, this person, that person. So you help them doing the daily works, and then bring them to the center to help them. This business is about helping people to help themselves. It's not about helping them all the time. We can help, for example, I can help you sponsoring, but not for whole life, Maybe, for example, for 1 or 2 weeks. And then you come to study how to sponsor by yourself. And then you go sponsor by yourself. Also the same to your downlines. Okay? So this is the steps that you can have it go back today. Moreover, this is the the script for the short presentation of the marketing plan. Actually, we have been through this once last month, but today, because it will be quite late already, so please come back and maybe review with Michelle, because Michelle can do this already. So actually, it's about writing this to your friend. This is how to present the marketing plan, to let them see the picture of how we give the income for them, how the company give away the income for them. So, but when you use this only as script or a draft. When you present it to your friends, please write it down by yourself. Because if people following you by this and that, they will feel sleepy, and they will not concentrate on this. But if you write, the text will follow your hands. And if you write, what is very good for you is that you will get more excited. Every time you write the marketing plan, you are the one that get more excited. Sometimes your prospect not get excited at all, but you get more excited and more excited, and that's good for you, right? Because our business need excitement, need enthusiasm. If you are excited enthusiasm all the time, your business will go very fast. Okay, so please keep this as your partner when you're sponsoring. Okay. Okay. I think that's quite enough for today. I hope that hopefully that all of the contents will be very useful for you. If possible, I would like you to share a bit about your feeling that you come today. What did you get from the contents, or what do you feel of coming today?
We can learn
Go
more.
first.
We can learn how to talk to people.
Uh-huh.